Hey, this is Rick Brandenburg for Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll, and those of you who watch these videos on a frequent basis or follow the Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll Facebook page know that I talk about the weather a lot, and it's just something that interests me. And since insects are cold-blooded and their activity is driven by temperature, I talk about it a lot. I have weather stations. I probably have as many weather stations just in my house as the National Weather Service does. But anyway, I find it intriguing, and I try to follow it, and I try to use that information to help you in the spring make good, timely decisions on when to take action. And always in early spring, depending on where you are in your location as far as north to south and that sort of thing, the wintertime temperatures can mean a lot or they can mean nothing. If you're in an area where it's really cold, even if you have a warm winter and warm early spring, it's still below the threshold for insect activity to get going. And if you're in the extreme southern areas in the northern hemisphere, warmer temperatures may actually kick things off a whole lot earlier. But like for us here in North Carolina, we're ahead of schedule, believe it or not, yet it doesn't mean that much. Even though we're ahead of schedule, the temperatures don't push things forward that much, because really, when you compare it to what the temperatures are like in June, July, and August, when we really accumulate a lot of degree days, a warm day in February doesn't mean that much for getting insects up and going. So don't get too freaked out if the weather's really, really warm in January, February, March, or if the weather's unusually cool in January, February, March. Once we get into, for example, in North Carolina in mid-March and April, especially in April, if we have unusually warm, unusually cold temperatures, that can really make a big difference. But winter, early spring, not so much. And, look at some of your plant indicators, your forsythia, other trees that you know when they normally bloom, and are they really early or are they really late? And that can give you some insight as well. But I'm going to post some information over the coming weeks to really show where we are with springtime temperatures in a variety of locations around the country. Hope that helps. Look forward to talking with you again soon.